So here's the cookbook that we're going to take the recipe from. It's from a cookbook that was put together for our church many years ago, I think in 1997. That was the year I graduated high school, so it was a little while ago. Anyways, this cookbook has a bunch of recipes that I think my mom put into it, and then I think she just assigned, gave credit to different people in the family. So I think my sister's in there a couple times, both my sisters, my mom. But I think all the recipes came from my mom. So this is where the recipe's coming from, and we'll quickly show you the recipe. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Christmas Cookies 2022 from the Clark household. Today we're going to do Crescent cookies. That's the recipe there on the right side, about mid-page. Here's the recipe. Take a screenshot if you want to duplicate it or take it down for yourself. There it is. We're going to go over the ingredients here in a jiffy.
This is 1 pound of butter. This is 1 cup of sour cream. This is 6 cups of flour. This is 2 egg yolks.
So all the ingredients here will be mixed together, and we'll show you that in a little bit. These are the ingredients to create the dough for the cookies.
1.5 cups of sugar. 1 cup of finely chopped nuts. 2 tablespoons of cinnamon.
These are our ingredients for the sprinkle mixture. Obviously, we haven't chopped the nuts yet. We'll do that, but the nuts we're using today are walnuts. We'll start mixing up the batter now. All right, we're going to start mixing our ingredients here. So we're going to start with 1 pound of butter. So here's our pound of butter. We softened it up a little bit because it was in the freezer. Then we're going to put in our 1 cup of sour cream. Here it is. Okay, then we're going to put in our egg yolks, 2 egg yolks. And just for those who are coming new, last week I did a video about how to separate egg yolks and whites. So you go check out my last week's video. It was Christmas Cookies episode 2. So check that out. And the last part that we have today for the dough mixture is the 6 cups of flour. So I have 2 bowls here of 3 cups each. So we're just going to put those in. And we're going to put this in our KitchenAid stand mixer, and we'll get to mixing. We're going to mix this here till it till it holds together. Okay, so we think this is mixed up enough for it to hold together. My stand mixer is struggling here a little bit. I think just because there's just so much, and it just mixed up really good, really quickly. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna say that's that, hold together, and we're gonna take that out, and I'll show you here in a second. All right, here we are. Just took 30 seconds to mix up in the stand mixer or so, and we got the dough here to a point where it says it holds together. So I think we're good to go. Now what we're going to do is make it into, it says the recipe says to cut up into 5 equal balls. So we'll do that, and then we'll mix up our sprinkle mixture. Okay, we're gonna chop up the walnuts here, and we got our nifty little Pampered Chef thing that one of my sisters has been doing Pampered Chef for like, I don't know, ever, like over 20 years probably. Anyways, we bought this from her years ago, and it's well used. You can see it's cracked. But anyways, we're gonna use her Pampered Chef thing. I just want to say that this video is not sponsored by anybody, and I don't get any kickbacks, but we're gonna use this Pampered Chef, and we're going to chop up these walnuts, and we'll show you how that's done. we're just gonna knock these suckers out. That's pretty good, finely chopped. Okay, so here's our 1 cup of finely chopped walnuts. We're going to add in 1.5 cup of sugar, which is right there. And we're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, which is right there. And then we're gonna get a spoon. There we go, big spoon. And we're gonna start mixing. And Mariah's gonna help us mix. Go ahead, Mariah. This is our sprinkle mixture, and we'll show you what that does here in a second. But that's mixed up pretty good. All right, here we are. This is the dough that we prepared. We divided it up in about 5 equal things and then made them into spheres. We're going to roll them out now into a 12-inch diameter circle. Okay, here's our first one rolled out. This is about 12 inches in diameter in a circle. We ended up rolling it out, cutting it to about a 10-inch diameter circle, and then rolling it thinner because it's just hard to get 12 inches out. But that's what we did. And now we're going to cut it up into 12 kind of pizza pie sizes. Okay, we just realized that we need to sprinkle first, then cut, and then roll. So we're going to sprinkle, and here we go. Okay, now we have our 12-inch circle with the mixture on. Now we're going to cut it into 12 pieces. We're going to first do this with, going left to right. Down and up. This would be 8. What do we have to do? Get 6 on each side? Oh, so I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this would be like thirds. Like that. Look at that. So now we cut it into 12 separate pieces, and now my assistant will come and get the pizza sheets that's already prepared on the on this oven, and we're gonna roll these suckers into crescents. So the way I've always seen this done is we just start here, and you just start rolling from the outside in, and I usually seen it pinched like this, and then we put them on a pan. So Rebecca was, is in pre-algebra and was doing some math, or not pre-algebra, pre-calculus, is doing some math and realized that if we're cutting each one of these into 12 pieces and we have 5 rolls, that this recipe will make 60 Crescent cookies. And that's what you learn when you're doing pre-calculus. This is what our first 12 look like. Good attempt. And we'll do the rest, and we'll see. We need to get them in the oven pretty soon. All right, this is our second attempt, and of course, our second ball, and of course, we learned from the first one. So this one, we rolled it out pretty thin. It's really hard to get to the 12 inches. So I have a bowl that, is round, and this is about an 11-inch diameter bowl, and so we just rolled it out and essentially used it like a cookie cutter and made this nice, 11-inch round circular. So that might be a trick to do these a little better. Okay, here we're still trying to refine the sprinkle mixture. So here we spooned on the sprinkle mixture a lot lighter than last time and spread it around a little more gently, trying to keep the walnuts in there. But we're going to see how this one goes. We'll cut this one up and roll, and we'll compare it to the previous ones. All right, and here we are with a quick shot right after we cut our 12. So we'll roll these suckers and let you know what they look like. Okay, here we are after we've done our first two dough balls. This is 24 Crescent cookies. The first one that we did is on the right side, the first 12 on the right side, and then the second one is the 12 on the left side. And so obviously we've learned a little bit from doing the first one to the second one. And I think there's a little fatties in the right side, the first group. We've preheated our oven to 350 degrees. We're going to put them in there for 30 minutes and then check them. But I think we're going to have to cook them a little longer because there's a lot of dough in those fatties. So we're going to do that right now, and then we'll come back and check them when they're done. All right, here we are. First 30 minutes are done, and the timer's going off. We're going to check these out here now really quickly. Hold these out. Rebecca, can tell me if it's a good shot.
A little higher up. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, crap. I think they look pretty good, but I think we're going to leave them in there for another maybe
5 or 10 minutes.
10. Yeah. We'll maybe go for another 5, and then we'll check them and then see
That's too much.
if they need a little more. So 5 more minutes and we'll come back and check them again. All right, here we are at 35 minutes baked. We're going to look at these again. I think we're going to have to keep it in another 5 minutes. We're going to go 40 minutes just like we said. And we're going to, hopefully it'll be good at that time. All right, here we are at 40 minutes of cook time. I'm going to check this out and see what it looks like. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
Okay, so we're going to call these good, and we'll plate them up and let you see how they are. All right, here we are. We have all our cookies done and complete and arranged to be beautiful. They taste great. We've had a lot of fun taste testers come by and visit us.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And hit the notification bell. Leave a comment if you want to see more all around the year.
Until next time.